the, university has a great program, Go Farm Hawaii. That's a great program, and the best thing about it is it shows people how hard it is to farm. Each program starts out with 80 or 90 people. By the first month, they're down to about 15 or 20. Lucky if 5 graduate over a 9-month deal.
Okay, I'm gonna take one question right here.
Hi, my name is Kelly Sanders. I'm actually a farmer in Waimea. He started a Mamaki tea farm. I have a concern with one of the legislations that is actually on the desk of our governor right now. And it is HB 496. And it has to do with the labeling of Mamaki tea. And I have a problem with it because it's such a vague labeling process. If I take Mamaki tea, which is grown on Hawaiian homelands by Hawaiian people, and then I take mint and I add that to it, now I cannot call it Mamaki tea. How is that? It doesn't change Mamaki tea.
Did you contact my office about this?
We have.
Okay.
Yes.
What he's bringing up is a very valid point. This is when legislation didn't exactly get it right.
Right.
This comes over from the coffee labeling. And that was a 40-year in the making to take it from 10% coffee, Kona coffee, to 51% Kona coffee to call it Kona coffee. The idea was to protect the Mamaki tea, and I wasn't involved in drafting this legislation. The intent was to be sure that if it's called Mamaki, it is raised in Hawaii and must be Mamaki.
Right.
The problem that we have discovered is that if you adulterate it, and I use that term, if you add anything to it, it's not 100%, so thereby you can't say Mamaki. That wasn't the intention of the legislation. So the question is, does it push for the governor to veto and we fix it next legislative session? Or do we let this go through to protect the pure Mamaki and then fix it next legislative session?
Businesses like Maria's business that actually does it properly and is a Hawaiian person selling their products.
Correct. And see, I agree with you. I fully agree with you. I mean, we always put things that add flavor or different comments. So I completely agree with you. The question is, what do we do about it to fix it? Because to me, if you're going to say Mamaki, it's got to be raised here in Hawaii. And this all started when Rep. Kaho'ola and Senator Kanuha and I were at the, sounds funny, but at the Indianapolis State Fair for Indiana. And we were in the Indiana grown pavilion and had coffee there. With a big label says Indiana grown. And I looked at Kaho'ola and Kanuha and Drew said, no, what's the deal? The way they label it is if it's raised or processed in the state, they call it Indiana grown. I don't support that, no. And so that was the intention. I don't know who the author of that bill was, but I know what you're talking about, the problem, and that has to be fixed.
It has to be fixed.
Yeah, so, and it will be addressed the next session.
With the family that I'm working with, we spent tens of thousands of dollars to start this tea farm.
Yep.
And we're also working with Ag to actually work with our community.
No, we're spot
We're
on.
gonna be punished
I know.
because somebody's not doing it.
And that was a